is going to be the guy to keep an eye on. The guy to get the early lead, though, is Chase Meyer-DeHara. He goes 1-8. He's got a score of 9 here in the Black Hills Power Sports Fox Click suspension back Kawasaki he's riding on. Early lead. Let's see if he can hang on to that one.
Rodney, have to be careful out there this morning. You see a little bit of moisture as they come through the 10 Commandments. This thing is fresh this morning. Kevin, maybe as usual, one of the best surfaces we've seen. They saved the best for last. We've reworked this soil several times. We have turned this soil over. It's been pushed off, brought back on. When we say reconditioned, that's the truth. But right now, look at the racing it makes for as our leaders make their way back into Storyland. Already looks like Herrera coming back through the waterworks and going to have to be very careful through those corners back there.
Well, I'll tell you something very interesting. Chase Meyer-DeHara is sitting in control of the championship right now. If he stays in the lead, believe it or not, a 1-8 will win the championship, and he's got room for buffer right now.
He does.
But this is the first lap. Remember, there's going to be a lot of position jockey and a lot of changes from what we're seeing right now. We saw DeHara, Caleb Adams, Mitchell Pratt, Jagan Pope, Brandon Bellino, Caden Shaw, Peyton Chris, Wyatt Fields, Bremen Schofield, Eli Aberberg. Those guys all in contention of the top 10, so we'll see how they pan out as they make their way around here to the completion of lap number 1 here on this Saturday.
Rodney, that goes to talk about the variation to the scores. That 1-8-1. You take a look at Mitchell Pratt, 4-7-3, sitting behind him. There's such diversity in these scores in these championship rounds this week that it shows the depth of the competition. Look at the number 83 machine right there digging in. Get an idea. Or was that the 43? Was that Bellino? But, man, digging in, coming back past the billboard right there, aggressive on the machine.
I believe
it was Gage Pope is who it was.
Yeah,
on
Pope,
the 83. Yep.
Pope, the 83, moving to the front of the pack at the end of this one. We look at Pope's results out of Selma, Oregon, of 37-18, and are leading this one.
Love it. Good for him. Go Pope.
So Pope 37-8-1, and we got Caleb.
Oh, and our leader goes down right there. I believe that was Pope, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. The 83 down. Got that nice, clean, white uniform. Dirty Mega. I know it's driving you crazy right now.
It's all right. I got spray and wash, bro. I got OxyClean. I get that stuff clean, bro. I have him looking fresh in an hour.
Yeah, I hope Gage is all right. He's a little shaken up off to the side of the track, but I think he's going to be all right. That puts on point now the 59 Suzuki of, once again, that is Caleb Adams. Adams with a 17.5 coming out of Hespera, California on a Total Performance Racing back machine. So that's going to put him in pretty decent position. Caden Shaw, the 41 back in the number 3 spot. Bremen Schofield, the rider that I said was in contention as he finished most consistent out there here this week with a 3 and a 2 in Moto 1 and 2. He is currently back in the number 4 spot, but looking at a 3-2-4 at this point gives him a 6-point cushion for the national championship. Now again, this is still early and this is going to change a whole lot, but very interesting what it's going to take to win this championship. A 3, 2, and maybe a 4 will win a national title.
Rodney, anytime you have a buffer, let alone 6 points, that is what we call a bit of a cushion. But let me tell you something, there are no guarantees. As you mentioned, you could have a 10-point buffer, and unfortunately, like the Pope right there, a little bit of throttle control, the front end just goes away and your moment dashes that quick.
Rider to keep an eye on, in my opinion, one will be the 43 of Brandon Bellino. He finished 11th in Moto 1. He won this second Moto. If we look back in the pack, he is 7th place position as we started lap number 2. At the end of lap 2, things are looking, he's back to the 8th place position, so still within striking distance of the front of the pack, but he needs to get moving pretty quick, so we'll see if things work out for him. Look at this, Schofield. Schofield is now up to a 3rd place position, so he only solidifies the national championship that much more. Right now looking at a 3-2-3 here in this 450C.
And that buffer you spoke of just a moment ago that was 5 is now 6, so instead of shrinking, he he's increasing that buffer right now. Take a look at Caleb Adams' first lap, a 2:07.0.
Wow.
The rest of the pack starts at a 2:10 and goes up from there. So Adams putting that clean track to good use right now. Hope is okay. It looked like he was back up and circulating the track again. A bummer for him. Had an opportunity out front there. But right now, when you talk about building on that lead, it's all about Bremen Schofield right now. He is in race management. Schofield, I'm sorry, yeah, Brandon Schofield. Don't have those glasses on.
I just want to tell you, I've had a good buddy of mine, Ben Neville, has been texting me all week. He says, and he told me, and I haven't had a chance to call the race with Brennan in it yet, but he said it's Schofield, and he told me how it was, but he says, just make sure you say it right. And I said, okay, we got you covered, buddy.
Got you covered, Schofield. That's all I can say. Next year on the registration sheets.
43 machine there.
Oh, wait a minute.
Brandon Bolino, that's one of the riders that I was watching for out there. He was a Moto 2 winner on the Owen Motorsports machine. He's off to the side of the track. Looks like he might have some mud in the eye, and he's got a lot packed up on that front number plate. So he was buried deep here in this first moto of racing on this day here for race 15.
Yeah, that's a bummer. He was sitting in 8th place, had a good lap going on, and something come up with that Yamaha. Not sure if he went down. Don't know if he pulled his goggles off earlier or that was after he pulled over. Not sure, Rodney, but unfortunate there for Bolino. He was sitting on an 11.18 and planning to build on it.
Yeah, it looked like he was building on that. Peyton Chris was another rider we can keep an eye on. He finished second in the first moto, had an off moto for Moto 2 with a 15th place finish, and currently running in the number 7 spot. If he can gain a few positions out there, he might be able to work his way up through the pack. But again, it's Schofield. This is Schofield's race right now to lose. He's got 3rd place position. He doesn't have to win this race. He just has to ride right where he's at and keep doing what he's done all week. Stay consistent.
Right.
And you look at it, I said he's the most consistent rider. He's got a 3 and a 2. Anyone else? A 2, a 15, a 4, a 7, a 1, an 8, a 32, a 4, an 11, a 1, a 17, a 5, a 6. Well, 6 and 9 is pretty consistent whenever we start looking at those. But that's just what I'm saying. I mean, the scores are all over the place, so that really lends itself to consistency here in this 3rd and final moto, and Schofield has been the man to make that happen.
Well, he has been the best example of that so far this week. Kevin, thank you so much, buddy. Good luck. See you, man. He has been the most consistent, the most successful at that program, as you're talking about. And let me tell you, this 3.23 that Schofield is sitting on right now, that is huge. All right. I know you want that moto win. I know you want to stamp it, but let me tell you something. The ultimate prize down here is that championship. And right now, managing this thing in that 3rd position with a buffer of 6 points, that's enormous, Rodney.
It absolutely is. Someone coached him well coming into this event. Said you don't have to go out and win every race because likely somebody's going to take themselves out. All you got to do is go out and ride your race. Look at Schofield now working on Caden Shaw for that number 2 spot as they round the Polysport pond. And again, he's in a position where he doesn't have to, but he's also in a position where the momentum is rolling, and he needs to, because he just needs to get around to keep his speed up. And he moves up to now the number 2 position, Bremen Schofield.
Right on.
13 seconds behind your leader, but heading his way to victory. You look at this, just under 7 minutes now on the race clock. And your 2nd place ride, again, he didn't have to make that pass. This is just a statement pass he made as they go past the Yamaha Mechanics area.
Is that Meyer Di Herrera coming back into the battle there? Is that who that is?
Very well could be. Di Herrera, the 17 Kawasaki, having a rather strong race this week. He goes 1, 8, and 4. That Moto 1 win really puts him in a good position, but that 8 in 2nd Moto is really making it difficult. And even if he was to take a win, a 1.81 gives him 10, and that's still a 3-point cushion for Bremen Schofield. He's sitting on a score of 7 right now with a 3.22. Still some time to go out here, though, Megawatt. Don't want to count our eggs before they hatch, and of course the chickens before they hatch, they're still eggs right now. And until that checker flag flies, we won't know what the outcome of this one's going to be. And that point has been proven so many times already here in 2021.
Well, what you don't want those eggs scrambled, bro. Here with a about 5 minutes to go in this thing. This is where the heartbeat goes up, the breathing becomes a little demand, the anxiety goes through the roof, and the maturity level of these youngsters to keep racing at this pace, race forward, and be that focused, Rodney. That is absolutely impressive.
Bremen Schofield racing for a championship. Another a number of our other riders are racing for recognition and that explanation point here in the third and final moto to prove total dominations. And yes, I have what it takes. But meanwhile, Schofield continues to hold the second place position down, even under the pressure coming from Caden Shaw and Chase Meyer Dahara. At least at the moment, we'll see what's going on as we wrap up lap number 5 now. Caleb Adams is through, your leader on board the 59 Suzuki. Here comes the battle.
Oh, who's down?
Is that Schofield? No, that was Schofield's on a Yamaha. That might have been Shaw, yeah. Shaw or D. Herrera, one of those two on the Kawasaki. It's the 41 of Caden Shaw.
Caden Shaw, yes.
Caden Shaw dropping back as far as at least 6. It's going to be outside the top 10 now. That moves Wyatt Fields up into a number 3 position. Dahara gets the gimme up into 4th, and Zach Kreider now back in the number 5 position here in this third and final moto.
Wow, and that's how quick things happen. We had a 4-man battle, second, third, fourth coming through there, and all of a sudden it was down to a 3-man battle that quickly.
Wyatt Fields, another rider that's picked up the clip here on the last couple of laps. He turned to 209.710. And right now, the 35 of Zach Kreider would be considered your fastest rider on the racetrack. The 35 of Zach Kreider, a 206.400. But the big question is, where is the? Oh, he's all the way back. He's in 5th place right now. He just turned a 206.4 on lap 5. Zach Kreider, the number 35, as we take a look at his Moto 1 and 2 results here, is looking at a 7 and a DNF right now.
Okay, it's showing 35 up here, okay. 735.
735, so with a 735 and this 5, it's doing a little bit of justice for him right now.
Still has him in the top 15 overall.
That's crazy. Brandon Bellino, 11-1 and 30 right now, is 11th place position overall. If you look at the overall standings, if they stay the way they are right now. But we are nigh the checker flag and getting closer and closer. So I'm going to head on down to the podium, make sure we're ready to get things underway here today. And Megawatt, you take this one home, brother.
All right, Rodney, get down there, make sure we are set on the podium. Going to start handing out our final trophies today, our final championships. And coming up next after this 450 seed, going to be our women's class. College 18 to 24 should be in staging right now. First call for 65cc 7 to 9 coming up in the next couple motos. Right now, time running out. We are on lap number 6. Adams checks in with that 210. Meyer Herrera with the 209. Zach Kreider still turning the fastest lap. He's down to a 207.9. His fast lap was a 206, but he is up to 2 seconds quicker than Meyer Herrera and Caleb Adams. White flag is out right now. White flag. So quickly coming to an end is our 450C moto. First moto of the day here Saturday morning. Sun is shining down on Loretta Lynn's under blue skies. Absolute beautiful conditions all week. Being blessed with wonderful conditions, absolute perfect weather, and an absolute gift to experience this kind of setting down at the ranch. Last night, again, the fashion show, the talent show, a great time there. The Loretta Lynn's Canine show, the dog show last night. Huge attendance, I think about 32 dogs over there last evening. Had a fantastic time there. So much activity and enjoyment around the ranch, and so much entertainment everywhere. It's just been a blessing to be part of this event this week, and can't thank everybody enough for all their input, everything everybody has done to make this week a success. So right now, Caleb Adams on his way through. White flag last time around, checkered flag just about to fly, looking for our leader. There he comes back into the front of the track right now on the number 59 Suzuki, working his way around the beach turn. There comes Caleb Adams. Caleb Adams sitting on a 17-5-1, going to go home with a moto win. Checkered flag is out. So Caleb Adams, final 450C moto, victorious. Caleb Adams, that will put him, let's see, with a 17-5-1. That puts the 59 Suzuki at 23 points. That solidifies a top 5 overall for Caleb Adams, so great job. But right now, Bremen Schofield still sitting in the catbird seat. Things shook up, Rodney. We were talking about a 5-point buffer. Right now, that was down to 2 points, Rodney. So how quickly things can dissipate. Chase Meyer de Herrera currently sitting in that number 2 overall position with a 1-8-3 and 12 points. Mitchell Pratt will be looking at a 3rd overall with a 4-7-6 for 17. Moto order right now. Caleb Adams followed by Zach Kreider in the number 2 position. Chase Meyer de Herrera picking up the 3rd for the moto. See the number 59 machine already down there on the podium for the moto win. Going to swap that out here in just a minute. Going to get Bremen Schofield's machine up there for the championship presentation. And coming up next, going to be our women's class. Women's class down there on the gate waiting for their sight lap in staging. College 18 to 24, college 18 to 24, and first call for our 65cc 7 to 9.
All right, Megawatt down here on the podium as we get ready to celebrate our moto medals, and then I believe our champion Schofield. If that changes, let me know, but I believe Bremen Schofield's still going to be able to pull off the national championship. But we bring our Moto Gold winner up to the podium. Put your hands together for Caleb Adams. Caleb, let's step back here, buddy, and talk behind this big, trusty yellow steed you got there, buddy. Outstanding performance this week. I look at your results. I see nothing but progression. 17-5-1. What was the difference as the week went on?
First moto we had a couple trouble, the clutch went out, and then we just kept falling the rest of the motos. And then right now we just got a good gate pick and a good start, and then just got it from there.
But so what did it feel like out there?
It's pretty soupy. Yeah, it was hot, soupy. It was fun.
What does it feel like internally for you to win a moto here at Loretta Lynn's?
It's hard to explain. It feels good though.
That's awesome, man. I'm sure it does. It is hard to put it into words, Caleb. Who do you want to say thanks to?
I want to say thanks to Dave Dye from Total Performance, everyone from the HEP team, Ryan Hughes from HEP for getting these bikes dialed in, my mom, my dad, the rest of my family that's here, Lynn, just everybody else. Thank you, guys.
All righty, there he is, ladies and gentlemen. Caleb Adams taking Moto Gold here. Our silver going to go to Chase Meyer de Herrera and let's see, did he get the whole shot too? Yes, Chase Meyer de Herrera getting the silver, as well as picking up the STACYC Stability Cycle Whole Shot Award. Grab your silver medal there. Chase, congratulations to you, buddy. Not only did you, well, that's what it says right here. You're not Chase? Well, then you're not supposed to be up here. I was calling for Chase. You're supposed to have a different color thing there too. He says, I didn't get the whole shot. And he says, I'm not Chase. This is Chase. Chase, I think they may have given you the wrong medal. You got bronze. You need silver. But okay, so you are Wyatt? So, all right. So what I'm seeing, so you got third. And who got second then? Who? Okay, Zach Kreider. All right, I'm sorry. Come on up here, Zach. That is my fault. It's still early in the morning. I'm going to blame it on the talent show last night. I had a really good time last. So sorry, man. I egg on my face this morning, and I'm just going to. We ain't going to blame it on anything. But what I'm going to say is congratulations, Zach. Let's talk a little bit about your racing this week. An outstanding performance here today. Tell me about this third moto in comparison to those other motos out there.
Well, I didn't finish second any other time, so I guess that's good.
That is real good. What was the difference?
Well, I had a big old paddle tire on, and it was in the morning, so it was really deep.
So it helped you out a little bit. And as the moto went on, tell me a little bit about that.
I didn't get the best start, so I had to work my way through the pack. So it was hard, but I pushed my way through it.
Well, you did a great job. Who do you want to say thanks to, Zach?
I'd like to thank God for keeping me safe, my mom, my dad, Nitro Lubricants, SLL Construction, Line Electric, Picker Lagoon Pumping, Stonehill Farms, 60, FXR 100%. Anybody else I forgot, thank you.
Alrighty, there he is, Zach Kreider, ladies and gentlemen, taking home the silver here in Moto 2. Okay, I am so sorry. I confused everybody, including myself, but I'll tell you, Chase Meyer, D. Herrera knows what's going on. He gets the whole shot, and Moto bronze here at Loretta Lands. Chase, thanks for keeping me straight, man.
No problem.
The good week for you, it looks like, overall, and you finish up in a third-place position here. I know you'd hope for a little more consistency, man, but you put some good rides together.
Yeah, just struggled with staying off the ground this week, but happy to end it with this third and a sweet hole shot.
No doubt, a very sweet hole shot. Who do you want to say thanks to?
Mom, Dad, Team Green Kawasaki, Black Hills Power Sports, CP Racing Team, Click Suspension, 100%, everyone else, thank you.
Alrighty, there he is, ladies and gentlemen. It is Chase Meyer, D. Herrera taking home the Stasic Stability hole shot and Moto bronze here at Loretta Lands. All right, I want to make sure I got this right. I think, is it still Brennan that has the championship? Are we still looking at that, or did that change up on me also? Just want to make sure, because that last lap I think there were a few changes that might have changed a few things. So our champion is
Still good, Rodney.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and get this bike off here. Let's get our championship bike up onto the podium. We need that 49 Bremen Schofield brought up here, and we'll reset the podium and we'll get a national #1 plate divvied out to our new national champion here in this 450C class. All right, is he making his? Yeah, here he comes. He ain't gonna miss the opportunity on this, that's for sure. Man, that bike looks like it has been through it today. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for our 2021 450C AMA Amateur National Champion, Bremen Schofield. All right, Brennan, congratulations to you, and outstanding performance. You know, I looked at your name coming into this one, and I saw the most consistency of any rider out there. You're coming in with like a 3 and a 2, and I thought, man, all he's got to do is go out and ride like he rode those first 2 motos, and he's got this one nailed down. You had like a 6 or 7 point buffer, man, almost the entire moto. You about used it up there on that last lap, but talk a little bit about this third moto and what it was like for you, because I know that you knew you had the championship on the horizon.
Yeah, coming into Loretta's, talking to my trainer Matt Walker, we knew, and Tyler Foster, that we all three knew I just needed to be consistent throughout all 3 motos. So my first moto, I put myself in a good spot, getting third. Going into the second moto, I got second, and this one I knew what I needed to do, and I knew number 17 was in second, so I just had to be close, be cautious of where he went.
So it all worked out for you, man. And with that, we have this opportunity to present you with the from the American Motorcyclists Association, the Amateur National #1 plate. And ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for your new AMA Amateur National Motocross Champion, Bremen Schofield. Brennan, what does this mean to you, buddy?
It means the world. Matt Walker, special thanks to you. It wouldn't be possible without him and Tyler Foster, 2 best trainers out there. Kim Foster, the gym trainer. I'm in great shape, didn't even get tired out there. And yeah, I've been working my ass off for 3 years for this. And yeah, my mom, my dad, for everything they do for me, traveling from Canada. We're here almost all year round, and I know it's hard on them, and my mom had to quit her job for this, so for us, it means the world. So thank you.
Any others people you'd like to say thanks to?
Yeah, I'd like to thank Rally Motoplex, Chris Dara, Matt Dara, Rhino Powers, 7MX, HP Race Development, Bike Graphics, Twin Air, Moto X Compound, Moto C, FMF, Factory Connection Suspension for the best suspension period. Thank you.
There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2021 450C Amateur National Motocross Champion, Bremen Schofield.